Hey everyone, it's Glenda of Knit Ninja. I just wanted to show you how I pick up my drop stitches whenever I'm working in Fair Isle or stranded colorwork. Because on this particular project, I seem to be dropping them all over the place, and I thought, well, this is just a great opportunity to show everyone else what you do. So we backed up pretty much the whole round of 300 some odd stitches. And here I found this because the pattern didn't match up on, well, it just didn't match up. So I knew something wasn't right. And so I looked to make sure I hadn't messed up the pattern itself, which is just a repeat, one plum, like right there, one plum, one white one. I thought, well, that's, real easy. And maybe we missed it, but we didn't. Everything was fine. And I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to count. So every 50 stitches I put in, by the way, if you ever have to do this, please use your stitch markers, because every 50 stitches I do this. So if you lose your spot, you can go, oh, hey, well, we can start here. And it's not such a tragedy. And the first thing you have to do whenever you're looking to pick up stitches, and you guys, I'm doing this with one hand since I do not have the accoutrement to do it, have both my hands available. So this is going to be interesting. But again, locate where you are, okay? And you can totally see where I've lost that. Like, oh, wow. See, and you got all those different little yarns. You're going to have choices to pick up. And that's what, I think I must have dropped it like right here. Because that's where it looks like it was fine. Maybe up through here. So I did drop it, and we've dropped down like 5 or 6 rows or rounds. And it's like, oh, goodness. So for this, I actually am going to use my crochet hook. And since this is fingering weight yarn, I'm going to use the smallest, oops, there was a thumb there. I'm going to use the smallest crochet hook I have, which is can you see that? That is so not wanting to focus. Anyway, it's a D, just size D. Doesn't have any, no, it's by Boy, so it's really old school crochet hook that does not have the millimeter size on it, but it's nice and small. It, whatever you, gear your hook to the weight of the yarn that you're using, obviously. It doesn't have to be this. But this is what I'm using. So this is going to be the fun part, you guys. I'm going to try and locate where we are. Here's my pattern. And I was only, oh geez, lights. Okay. As you can see, crochet hook trying to make a run for it. Okay, it was on one of the diamonds without the stitch, the white stitch in the middle. So it's that one right here. Yeah. Okay, and it looks like, all right, again, sorry about that. Trying to keep this as steady as possible and not make it look like a spastic monkey was doing this. Yeah, okay, see, I'm going to have to pick up, it looks like we are there, and we're going to have to pick up a plum and 2 whites. Are you seeing any of this? Gosh, that's terrible. Let's try that again. But it looks like I'm going to have to pick up a plum, which would be here, and 2 whites, because I was located it here. And we are actually, it would seem, let me see if I can find this. My fingers are kind of thick for this one. We appear to be like right here. And we're back, and I'm wearing something, hopefully that works. I hope you guys can see this. Anyway, here we are, and we have to pick up a plum stitch, it looks like. When you bring the stitch forward, you can say, oh, yeah, I see. Because there is its, twin over on the other side. And then we're going to have to pick up plum, 2 whites, a plum, and we'll figure it out once we get there, okay? So what I'm going to do, since this is, I'm not going to worry about it falling out, right on. Let's find the plum. See, I don't know if you can see this in this light. Let me see if I can give you a little more. Boop. We have several options here because you're stranding and you have several. And we're looking for a plum. And I hope this is the right one. And how I can tell is does it look right? And that's it, you guys. Does it look right? Okay, and then I'm going to pick up this white one here because you have all these other, whoops, wait a minute. You have all these other colors. You just have to pick and choose. And it looks like we might be able to do this. Okay, so there's, all right. Okay, and you goof around with it, it'll look better. And I think we're almost done. And I believe I have to pick up a plum here. And you have to figure out which row you're actually picking up from. That's the hard one here, you guys. But once you figure out where you are in the chart, that is like, oh my goodness, the big one. The absolute big one. And then I need to pick up a white one. Oh, that's not what I picked. Yeah, there we go. But that's a plum. It's a plum. Yes, it is. Oh, heck, I hope this is actually recording. And then we have to pick up, I believe, this white one here. You see how there's several strands? Because it is stranded. And you just have to sit there and hope, okay, does it look right? Okay, we did it right. So I'm going to make an assumption that this is right. Yay. All right. Oops. No, that's not right. Well, maybe it is. Hang on. We need to be counting. Sorry, I have a nasty cold, and I'm thinking, why am I doing this right now? It's just, why not? I think that's why I'm dropping stitches like mad. I'm very flu-like, sitting here coughing, sneezing, got a headache, and I probably really shouldn't be knitting, but guess what? You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And okay, so we were looking at, if I recall, I hope you guys are seeing this again. So we started from this stitch here. We picked up a plum, 2 whites. We need to pick up 2 plums. I only picked up 1 plum and then a white. Okay, again, keeping your place on the chart is super important, you guys. So let's back it up. Nerds. Thought we were going somewhere, going places. So I need to pick up another, all right, where's my crochet hook? Oh, it is nice and hidden. Again, I should probably not be doing this when I'm sick, but oh well, life goes on. You want to knit, and you might as well take advantage of the fact that you are sick and you're knitting, and by and large, oh, there we go. I see the 2 plums, don't you? Right, we're going to pick up that plum there, and we're going to pick up that plum there, and then we're going to pick up, let me see. I believe we have to pick up a white. Now, is that? Okay, that's just a string. And again, be very careful. And if you make a mistake on this, you can go back. That's the lovely part of this. It's it doesn't look right, go back. But to me, you guys, after a little bit of, okay, what we're going to do is, again, double check our chart. And I'm going to just tug and pull on the yarn a little bit. That looks correct. It absolutely does compared to the others. You see what I've done? Maybe a little, oh my goodness. You guys, do you guys have dogs?
That's what they're barking at, sorry.
Okay.
No, why don't you come upstairs with me so you can shut the hell up? Yeah. Come on. Come on, guys. I'll get out of these clothes.
Okay, I'm going to continue on with these. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, right, about what I just did there, it's fairly, I'm assuming that you already know how to pick up stitches with your crochet hook and with your knitting needles. I'll only do like 1 or 2 rows or rounds down when I'm using my knitting needles. Otherwise, it gets really complex. So it's always like the crochet hook is the long-term hero. And always have to have that because I don't know about you, I like to crochet on occasion myself. So it looks like we got it taken care of, and I'm really pleased with that. So we're going to move forward, and hopefully I can make a decent video out of this. And I hope you guys are all feeling fine. I'll talk to you later.